What you like, industrial, grindcore, death metal maybe, but with a sound that's almost impossible to describe, LA's Fear Factory confused the norm just a little bit. The guys released their latest opus, Demanufacture, through Roadrunner Records on the 12th of June, and will play a handful of dates around this time, taking in some of this summer's metal festivals, including, of course, the Dynamo. Being the leaders of modernized metal, Fear Factory secured the services of techno aggressors Reese Fulber and Greg Reilly from Frontline Assembly to realize the kind of futuristic atmosphere they desired. So we caught up with Fear Factory vocalist Burton C. Bell late last year in the final recording stages of Demanufacture to get the full story.
I don't think we're much like any other band, really. I think we really set aside ourselves, and I don't think we've even pigeonholed ourselves over our records. The first record was a very, brutal record, and had all the death grind and industrial influences, and then that was pretty new, and my vocals were pretty new for that kind of music. Then a year later, we come out with the experiment, Fear is the Mind Killer, and that was quite a bold step for a lot of bands, and because it was really nothing like the first Soul of a New Machine. This next one is, as I said, is another, I wouldn't say it's an experiment because it's a natural step for us, but it is very different. The way I want this record to be presented to the public and to our audience is that I want it to be like a futuristic metal record. I want it to be something for the future, and as a step for Fear Factory, this was a very logical and natural step for us. We did not go into the studio planning to write, okay, we're not going to do death metal, we're not going to do grind, we're not going to do industrial. This is just our natural step for us, and it just came out to be a very futuristic sounding record. It could even go towards the cyber aspect. We're touching upon virtual reality within the whole packaging of this next record, and the music itself is virtual reality in the sense of, like, it's almost real pain, basically. Lyrically, I wanted it to be, it's almost turning out to be like a concept record in a sense, whereas it's like it could be, each song is like a little soundtrack. It takes a little synapse from somebody's life, and while that person's describing to you what their life is like, it could even be the same person the whole time, but just his aspect of his surroundings and how society has treated him. The record's going to be called Demanufacture, touching on technology right there. Technology into almost the human aspect, where there's so much technology in our daily lives and in the way we live that we're losing our humanity. We're becoming the machine that, that we're being taught to be. Colin Richardson is a very fine producer. We had the luck to use him on our first record, Soul of a New Machine, and we loved the sound of that so much. We've become a better band in the past 2 years, and he's become a better producer. He's produced some excellent records. Machine Head's record is a very fine record. Carcass, Heartwork is a very fine record. And that's just only name 2 of a list of many.
A lot of extreme bands say, oh, we're going to change, and it's such you know, we've got to put lots of samples in, and when you actually hear the record, it's often just the same band, tarted up slightly, but I think this, it's got big orchestral keyboards, it's got a lot of machine noises, and really, really catchy songs. So I think it is a definite change, but without sacrificing anything what the band were originally about on the new record.
It's just a very definite non-death metal, non-grindcore, and non-industrial record. I don't even know how to describe it really. It's just, I guess you just have to hear it, wait and hear it.
That was our Fear Factory studio report, and of course you can rest assured that the Ball will be providing major coverage of their new album over the next few months as the demanufacture story unfolds. Another tale in the making is that of a long